なんとかなったみてえだな。畳みかける。これがスーパーサイヤ人3だ。
Alright boys, data download is in. Let's quickly go through what we got. Doesn't seem to be too many things, so this should be a quick one. The campaign has started. The God Slayer Array of Hope. I wonder who's in charge of coming up with these campaign names. Same with the ultimate names. They tend to come up with the most lavish names ever, especially for characters like Goku Black, like Heaven Splitting Demon Realm, like just stuff like that. I wonder if they have to go through a whole approval process for the names. Next, we got a raid, which is great. They talked about this in the reveal and stuff, or should I call it Legends information? So at least we got that. And then we got this over here. We got the 1% unique equipment. Honestly, this whole campaign doesn't even feel like a future-based campaign. It just feels like a Hybrid Saiyan campaign, doesn't it? 1% unique for them. Trunks and Vegeta get a Zenkai Awakening, and then we get a new Sword of Hope Trunks. Feels like a Hybrid Saiyan campaign. I'm excited for this one. This character was more of a support character. This could be good if they actually nail it, but it's been a while. 1% unique equips are something they haven't done in quite some time. I think some people felt that it's not even worth the effort, but a few of the 1% characters did see some relevance, like the purple Super Saiyan 4 Goku. When he got his unique equip, he actually wasn't bad. People were using him. Obviously not like god rank pushing kind of character, but from being total garbage to being usable, I think that's still a win. You know, with the new design philosophy and all, maybe they actually will nail this unique equip. Unique equips for the LFs have been really good so far. Maybe for the 1% that can stay true as well. Here's the other little unique equip that they talked about for green weapon wielders, so something even Rose could use. Not sure if this is going to be anything special. I'm expecting strike attack, ultimate damage, blue card damage, but maybe this character also gets max HP out of it, given that it's green and weapon wielder versus like green and future, something like that. And then there is this other equip over here, or this was a PvP message, either one. So not too many things, but now let's go ahead and jump in to game to see what the unique equip does. All right, here we are in game. Let's start with taking a look at Trunks here. Trunks, being a strike-oriented character, was a little bit of a head scratcher for people, just because I guess Vegeta Clan wants to be blast-oriented. Future, maybe they want to shift towards a blast-oriented team. People are thinking that maybe his offensive stats are then even in order to make him work either way. And no, that's not the case at all. He's definitely more strike-oriented, which is interesting. Heavy bleed guaranteed on strike, which is nice, with a Q recovery boosting blast card. Alright, Trunks, this seems pretty nifty. That's fine. I don't think the Zenkai Awakening is going to be here, by the way. I think they said that that's going to be next week. So the only thing we'll have is the 1% unique equip, but I want to see Trunks and Vegeta real quick. Let's go yellow, Trunks and Vegeta. Is that going to be pushed? No, it's definitely next week. Okay, we won't be able to see what they do there, but we will be able to see the equipment. Let's see what we got here. So this is probably the PvP shop equip. Oh, damn. Max HP, ultimate damage, double pure offense for Hybrid Saiyan. So already really good. We got a new awakened equip for Trunks. What do we got? 12% strike, key recovery, 12% strike, base critical, more base strike, and 12% pure strike if an episode Future Trunks Saga other than this character is a battle member. It's okay. You know, base critical isn't really anything crazy. It honestly feels like a bit of a useless stat. So this is just a very heavily strike-oriented equip. But honestly, Future is stacked with such crazy equips that this probably doesn't even fit the bill. Hybrid Saiyans as well. They got a lot of crazy equipment options there. We got this over here. This is a green weapon wielder one, which is double defense, max HP. So, no thank you. But the 1% unique. This thing has to be an entire new character in a unique equip. That's how old these guys are. I'm talking like 200% damage guard, a bajillion damage inflicted. Like, they gotta do a lot. Let's see, 30% max HP, 100% to both offense, 100% to both defense, 250% damage inflicted. Isn't that nuts? 250% damage inflicted, 160% damage guard is not bad. I think this character gets 40% reduced damage received if they are fighting with a Hybrid Saiyan ally. Otherwise, it's just 30%. I think so. I'll have to double check. On return to standby, applies the following effects to tag future. Whoa. 30% damage. Wow, okay. With 10% max HP. Sorry, 10% healing. On cover change, destroy 2 cards. On battlefield entry, the following effects occur. Draw a card if you have 3 or fewer. Nullify a cover change for 5 counts. And ally tag future sub counts -1. Is this enough? I don't think so. I don't think so. Hold on. Let's go ahead and see. I still don't know where I'm going to be using this Trunks. I actually think you might have to stick with Hybrid Saiyans for him, but we'll see. For this really old character, 250% damage. Okay, let's see. This character starts at 50% there. They get another 20% later on. They provide 20% damage inflicted by allies after 50 counts. They do damage stacking for the team as they use cards, I believe. Right over here, right? Applies some following effects to self when this character enters the field. Draw a green, restore health, and then increase card draw speed for 1 level. But 10% to damage inflicted by a future or Vegeta clan for 10 timer counts every time this character uses a strike or blast card. Applies the following effects to allies when this character switches to standby. Restore health by 10%, activates twice. So they're getting 20% healing twice right away. That's pretty good. And then I think it was down here. No. Where is it? Yeah, right over here. If they're fighting with a future ally, they get 20% strike. Vegeta clan, 20% blast damage. And then if it's a Hybrid Saiyan, reduced damage received by 10%. So a future Trunks, basically, as an ally, gives them all these things. And then I think their flat passive was right here. So 50% damage with 30% reduced damage received. They might not be bad as a support character. That's a lot of damage inflicted to provide. They stack team damage inflicted. They heal 20% twice and then 10% afterwards. They lower their own sub count. They got cover nullification off a unique equip, which is not something that you can be taking away or debuff. So they can rush characters like Ultra Corrupt Murzumasu and whatnot. They might not be bad. I don't think they'll be doing damage, but I think they'll be doing a decent job tanking, and I think they'll be doing a decent job supporting. They don't have any strong disrupt, of course. They're just that old of a character, and they're pretty much susceptible to every single form of disrupt. But otherwise, I don't think they'll do too bad. Card on entry, level 1 card draw speed, stacking damage for the team. They might not do too bad. Alright, I think that's pretty much it for the data download. You guys let me know in the comment section below what you think. For the team, I honestly think you have no choice but to go with hybrids for Trunks. Between the available equipment for him, between the team compositions, I mean, future, you can't really use anybody. The only modern team that he would fit on that aligns with his equipment and is strike oriented would probably be hybrids. You could try leader slotting him on regeneration, which is something that I considered, but there's just no viable equipment for him at that point. I mean, there's no pure equips to run. There's no, respective ally to give you more pure damage things. Hybrids might be the way to go. But you let me know in the comment section below where you plan on throwing him. But I think that's going to be it. This is one of those crappy data downloads as well, where we get the maintenance for summons that ends in 3 hours. And then PvP is another 3 hours from there, which blows. So we'll see how that goes. But you guys let me know in the comment section below what you think. But until showcase and summon time, peace.